Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Lisa, Paper Lace and Bling, and I am so excited! Yes! Starting a new project! Woo woo! Yes, I am so excited. I've been wanting to do this since, 4 months ago, maybe, when I started finding bits and pieces of it everywhere. It is Stamperia's Alice in Wonderland. I don't have any of the looking glass stuff. I only have the Wonderland. Although I think some of the bits and pieces that I've got has a little bit of the looking glass one. Like I know there's a Humpty Dumpty in one of the packs, and I don't think Humpty Dumpty is not in the regular Alice in Wonderland. So it's... I know, because I watched it a couple times. Cartoon ones, regular one. Okay, so I just wanted to kind of go over everything and bring you in from the planning of it all the way through, you know. So I'm using, I got this at Walmart. It's the Astor Bright 65-pound black. I'm going to use black. Just the way it is. Sometimes it's not the greatest for tutorials. I'll do my best to make sure that you can really see and understand. And of course, you ever have any questions, just leave me a message, leave me a comment, and say, hey, what? I don't understand what you're talking about, girl. Okay, so even though I am sitting here with 4 pads of paper, I really don't have that much paper for this. This is 10 double-sided sheets, and I don't know, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so they don't count the front and back covers. And, you know, so these will make little pockets, or you can cut this out for a little cutesy thing or whatever. And then you have your little cut-aparts. And then you have the 10 pages that it actually forms the, you know, the album. Although here is more cutouts. So, and there's more cutouts. So you really don't have, and more cutouts. So you honestly, out of this, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. There's 7 sheets in here that are not cut aparts. That's it. So, and that kind of runs through. Now this is the backgrounds. And you know, that is, this is all, it's got some of the same stuff, but then it's got some different items in it as well, which is really nice to be able to, you know, pull in a few other little doodads. So that was really nice that this is, you know, these papers are totally different. Then I have, this is a 10 sheets of the double-sided, so it's just a 12 by 12. It's exactly the same as the 6 by 6. It's just a 12 by 12 double-sided, and then this one is the 12 by 12, and it's single-sided, but there's foil on this one, so it's nice to have that one as well. But again, there's you know, there's a lot of cut-aparts in these, so you know, we just have to keep an eye on our paper. Hold on one sec for me. So I'm going to bring you guys along as we kind of figure out what all we've got to actually play with. And so I'm going to go ahead and get all of this done. And I'll show you, I'm just gonna finish this one out. And then this I will do with the TV tonight. All the little cut aparts. And that one. Okay. See, so there's not as many papers as we think. Okay. So I have the papers. You've seen what I have. And you know that I'm saying there's really not as much paper as you would think. So, this Etsy shop, it's La Jartica? I don't know. I don't know how you, but that's the Etsy shop that I got this from. It's a black and white. And I didn't print out everything. But this was one of her kits. And of course this one, I'm thinking, you know, every once in a while I will put in a red heart. But I was thinking just strips of the heart would be kind of cool. You know, we'll see. We'll see. I printed this one out. I'm thinking, probably a little too bold. I don't want my, you know, the eye to go to the black and white part as much as the other things. So probably won't use that. I thought, you know, just a section where you have the lines in a slant. Maybe not the zigzag part, just, you know, just one strip. That would be useful. Printed a couple of the dots. Love these. This is pretty big. So I don't know for sure about that one, but you never can tell. These are a little thicker than I probably would ideally like. I might end up making one of my own. And then these are larger polka dots. And I did 3 of those. And then she had this houndstooth, I think it's called. And so I did one of those just for maybe it'll get used, maybe it won't. And I have 3 of these. These are clear die cuts. Then these are chipboard die cuts. And this is another pack of the clear die cuts. Okay. I do have a stamp set. I would have much rather had the one that said eat me, drink me, but this is fine. I can make my chess pieces. I think that would be really cute to have. Love having the chessboard. And, you know, just having one of her is very nice as well. And then this wooden shapes. So they're going to require, you know, paint or pens or something to do. I don't know if I will use them. So I'm not even going to open them until I feel like maybe, because I might just put them in my Etsy shop. I don't know. I don't know. And then I have this rice paper. So I have the 5, this is the Cheshire Cat here with where the sticker is. But that's what I have, okay? So I got a lot of stuff. And I want to try and utilize all of these things. So, you know, I'm trying to come up with a build that's going to accommodate all these different things that I have. Now, one thing I have come up with, a friend of mine got onto the public domain and pulled this, and I want you to look. They pulled this off public domain. It's exactly the same. But I got it in this larger print because I think this is what's going to go on my cover. And I think Yeah, I think this is going to go on my cover. But I'm going to piecemeal it. I'm going to, gosh, if you guys watched my Vagabond, Sir Vagabond mini, not so mini album, I did, not, paper piecing. So that, some of it's probably going to be paper, some of it might be material. I'm just going to have to see, but I'm quite excited, because I've been racking my brain. I've thought of, as the going down the rabbit hole. I've thought of trying to do some kind of thing with the table and all of the people that are sitting at the table, and I've tried different boxes, and I just could not come up with what I wanted until she sent me this, and it's like perfect. So I printed out 5 of these. Now I do have a link. I mean, not a link. I can put this on my Facebook for anybody who wants it. If you want it, let me know, because I won't do it unless you guys, specifically ask for that. So that is going to be my cover, is Alice pulling the curtain back and finding the door and putting the key in it. So that's where I, kind of going to go with that. So, and like I said, I'm going to use black. I don't know. The next thing is size. So, I have the 6x6, and, basically that's going to be for, I only have 7 of them, so it's not really going to do a bunch of stuff, but I have them. Then I have the 10 background pages. Now these first 2 are on there, but like the rest of this is stuff that is just not on the in the regular album. There might be little tidbits of them, but yeah, it's really super cool. And I see here we've got the, can you see those? Oh, I just had it in my head and now I can't think of it. Yeah. But they're the whatever diamond pattern, but I have this in a, yeah, stencil. So I have that in a stencil. I also have, which I was so tickled to find, don't know how much of it, but I might just have to make like a shaker thing or something. These 4 punches right here. This is the club, this is the spade, this is the diamond, and this is the heart. So fun, right? Yeah. So it's just, I'll be able to cut some of these out and put in like a shaker window or something. So I do plan on trying, somehow this one is a 5-point something. It's not my heart. I'll have to find my heart. I thought I had my heart in here, but I didn't. But yeah, so I was kind of tickled to find those. So these are going to kind of hang out with my with my tools, so that I can use those. Yeah, super fun, super fun. Okay, guys, so I am going to go ahead and pull all of these apart. And even though these are exactly the same, they've got the foil on them, so I'm not thinking of them as being exactly the same. Because normally I would say, okay, I'm going to take one set and I'm going to put the other set to the side. But I really only have one set with foil on it, one set without foil on it. and then one set that's tiny. So we'll see. And I know that I'm going to want to, well, I'm probably going to go through my material first and see what I can find, kind of using this picture as my, you know, checking things out, trying to find something that I'm going to like on the cover. But I may also just say, you know what, I'm going to, Harlequin, that's that design, Harlequin design, there we go. It just pops in my head and it spews out. That's kind of how things go for me. But yeah, I will do quite a bit of work trying to come up with what I can do for this. Some of it's just going to be colored. But yeah, I was quite tickled that she found that. Quite tickled. So, yeah. All these cut aparts, I'm going to get them all done tonight, so I will have all of those done. And I'm just going to get everything set up. I'm going to look through my material and see if I can find some things. Now these are cut aparts, but to me, I'm just leaving it as a page. If I'm going to use the cards, to me, I'm going to use real cards. Why not? I have the smaller set of the real cards. So, you know, I think that would be more along the lines of what I would do versus, you know, versus anything else. Let's see, I'm going to take this one across too. So, yeah, I got a lot of cutting to do, guys. A lot of cutting. And unfortunately on this one, because I thought, well, I'll put all of the main pages together and then the background pages together. But all the backgrounds are on the main pages on this, in this section. So, but what I will have to do, and I'm just leaving that. So that's going to be a background page. Let's see. All right. And then these, this is a main page, but I might also be using the main pages with the foil and then utilizing the backs of these, or taking sections of this to do, because I'd like to do 3 or 4 pages in this album, but that's going to require a lot of paper. A lot of paper. And the thing that disturbs me is that even on this one they didn't. It's all single-sided no matter what. You know, so it's like, well, you could have at least given us some. Not that I don't already have enough. And you're getting them on the inside too, but you know, like here's all the backs, which I love, and here's all the fronts. And the fronts have foil on every one of these, and these are the only ones. The other ones don't have foil. So, you know, that's really cute. I love that. But like here's 3, 4, 5, 6, and okay, so let's see. Ugh. And some of these, some of these I will maybe even just cut out the teapot because I need it somewhere, you know. Come on. Oh, Lord. And I love this blue. I love this blue. Okay, so these are all my cut aparts. And, oh, that's a cut apart. Yep. So this one is not. Okay, then that is a background page. Put that up there. This is a background page. I love having the background page. Here's another cut apart. I just love this. I would have taken 5 or 6 of these because I can totally see using this a lot. But I don't have a lot of them at all. So I think I have 2 1/4. I have 2 1/4 pieces. Okay. Go. And I'm going to utilize this as a background page. I don't know. To me, the cards are not as important to do, I guess, I'm thinking, as some of the other things. And then this is a cut apart. Okay. All right, so that leaves me with, you know, what I have here that I can use. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pages that are not, which is good. I mean, that's not, you know, that's nothing to sneeze about, for sure. And, you know, they're so different. Like this little section, if all I use is this, well, this, they're going to go, what the heck is that? Where's that come from? Well, it's part of this page. So the next thing I really need to figure out is what size am I going to work with? And I tell you, the thing that is really driving it are all of these things that I have. Most of them that I have seen that I really want to use, you know, like, okay, here's her sitting in the chair. Here's her with her little wand. Well, these are, that's 5.5 inches tall. Okay, so you don't want it, here, let me get one of my papers, 8.5 by 11 papers out. And you put this on there, you know, okay, on that size, it's pretty nice, right? So I don't want to go too much smaller than this, but I also don't want to have to worry about adding to this. Like, if you make an 8.5 by 11 sheet as your top, well, then you're going to have to add to it in order to make it larger than that. If I took 1 inch off the sides and 1 inch off the top, so I would have 7.5 by 10. I think that is going to work out really nicely. And then if I want to, I can take an 8.5 by 11 sheet. I can score 1/2 inch on both sides and fold it under, and I can have a pocket. I can have 2 pockets. I can have 3 pockets, depending on how shallow I make them. And then if I want to fold a 1/2 inch here and a 1/2 inch here and have a belly band. So that's the size paper I think I'm going to do. Because, let's see, if I, where are you? Here we go. Let me just take off a full inch off of this, and let me fold it. Okay, and then I'm also going to take off a full inch off of here. There we go. So let's fold this. I'm just trying to figure out if I'm going to like this size. And I'm bringing you along for the ride because you seem to really like this. Okay, so I told you why I want a certain size, because I want to be able to use these items, whether it be on the front cover, on the back cover, on a box, on whatever. I need to have pages that are large enough to accommodate these things. Now, yes, they have smaller items, but, you know, I just want to be able to use whatever I want and not have it look funky. All right, so that is my page size right there. That is 7.5 by 10. So I like that. That is a good size for me. I'm very happy with that. Now, another reason. So say in your 12 by 12s, okay, so you're going to end up with a 2-inch section, and 2-inch sections are great. They will make shallower, but make pockets. They will also make belly bands. They will they'll make flips and flaps and you name it. Okay, so 2 inches is a good, when you're only getting you know, like less than an inch or something like that, it's, you know, it's really why and then here, because this is 7.5, so that leaves you with 3.5, a 3.5 strip here. 3.5 is a little on the smaller side, but if you take into effect of having, let me find it now. So say you have 3.5 and you add a 1/2 inch of the strip, and now you have a 4.5, you know, add a little inch, you have a 4.5 strip. Well, that's good enough to get a picture on. So you got to think of what's being left behind. Now if I had 48, you know, 48 sheets, or even a 24 sheet, probably still have to do the same thing. But this is just part of how I figure out what's the best choice for the book at hand. I rarely ever go, gee, I think I want to make a 5 by 7. What should I use? Nah, I pick the paper, and then I've got to look at the paper, and I've got to see, you know, okay, so this will look great. You can see he's going to be up to 2/3 of the book, but it's a good size. It's not that there's going to be this great big rabbit on this little teeny page. It's a good size, because I could even cut it down and have the rabbit like standing on the bottom edge and still have about half of the page with, you know, not having the main scene on it. But it's all going to fit on there very nicely. You know, all of these main pages. So yeah, so that's what we're looking at there. And then these little strips that are here, and then there's one right here. Those are awesome to put throughout the book. Just awesome. So if you end up not using one of these with with the strips, cut that, put it off to the side, because that will be wonderful when you make a waterfall, or anything like that. This little tea party would be super cute somewhere. And then this piece here, super cute. So, we will go into all that, but I just wanted you to follow along with me while I figured out what it was, how I figure out the size I want to make. I look at my papers to see, like that Sir Vagabond, those were huge images. And I think I made almost a 12 by 10 book. It was huge. I don't remember the exact size, but it was huge. And it seemed like I worked on that forever because it was huge. But I did a lot of work, a lot of extra work on that. And I'm thinking that I'm probably going to do that on this one because I have wanted to do this. And I think maybe with the things that I have left over that I will probably do a journal. It won't be a set. It will just be a standalone mini album and standalone journal. I don't believe I will make a set. Now, if one of you is going, oh, I've been looking for one of those, and yes, I want a set. Well, I'll change my mind. If you want to commission this, you go right ahead. But yeah, I think this is going to probably be a fairly long one. I've been trying to give you some short ones and some long ones, so that you can not get burnt out on doing either a mini album or a you can do either mini album or journal. I've been trying to do all of those so that you can have, let's go in the backgrounds. These are cut aparts. Okay, so now we know our size. I know what I'm going to do for the cover. I know page size. The cover size will come up with afterwards. I want to make my pages, and yeah, I want to make my pages, and I've got a couple of ideas. And to me, Alice in Wonderland is all about being in this wonky, no rules kind of place, and so I do plan on using the black and white with the different, and they have more, and I might print out more. I don't know, but yeah. So I got some business to do tonight. There is a lot in this of cut aparts and things, and like some of these. This one I probably will use this, so I'm going to put that in background. Right there, because I already have one. Plus I have all of those die cuts. So, you only need so much. And then these are the ones with the single-sided with the, and then there's a second one of those. And these are nice strips to use. So I definitely will be cutting those out to have, and then whatever is in the middle. But this outside section will be, I will get those from. Yes. And then what else do I have? That's the backs. That's the backs, and that's the back. So I'm going to have I'm going to have a lot of big tags. See, that's another thing. These are big tags. These are, let me get my little ruler here. 5.5. See, everything's kind of 5.5, and then 3 5/8. So these are good size. Yeah. Like, I can just imagine what I'm going to do with that. So I'm getting excited. I'm sorry, guys. I know I'm just muttering along here. And so anyway, thank you for joining me, guys. I will definitely be back. Woohoo! Yeah, baby. I will definitely be back. This goes with this. And we will get started on this post haste. Post haste. Okay, these are the backs. That, what is that? Oh, that's the back of this one. Yeah, okay, so this one goes there. Huh, I was trying to figure that out. And then this one goes with, no? Oh, I took that one. I'm going to use, oh no, here it is. Yeah, here it is. And then this one, I think, is the other one that I was going to use. Yeah, because I'm saving the covers. Yeah. Okay, so that's what I have to cut out tonight, and or another night too. I won't be using these right away, but they are nice to know, you know, what you need. But these are going to be so wonderful for yeah, clusters. Very nice for clusters. And you know, lots of little tags, these little ones, and then this, all of this, super nice for clusters. Yep. See, and then I have this side too, if I don't want to cut these out in small ones. It just all depends. Like I might want to have this little section for the pictures, so whatever I can get off the top then is what I cut. So you just, you know, we'll figure it out as we go along. Yes. Okay, so we have figured out that my pages, the flat top part of it, I want them to be 7.5 by 10. So this way. But what about if I did them this way? It could still, but let's look at what I want on the cover. See, this would be from top to bottom, and I don't want that. This way, I have about 2 inches down here. See, here's my page right here. Yeah, right. So basically what you see from top to bottom is my page. So this will have more room going this way. So this right here has told me that I'm going to do it the 7.5 by 10. I am going to want 3 to 4 pages. I don't want to have a really big spine, so that's why I'm only saying 3 to 4 pages. But I think I'm probably going to make those pages pretty heavy. So, having said that, And I do want one in, you know, something in between. I mean, I want a pocket. So like a tunnel. But I think I want to use Tyvek because again, I'm probably going to make these pretty. So I think I'm going to do a little different, let's see, if I have my 7, 1, 2, 3, well, this would be the 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so I have 10, and then 2, 4, 6, 7.5. Okay, so if I have at 7.5 page, that leaves me another half is 8 and another half. So I have a full inch. So if I were to score and I'm going to bring it like this just so you know that this is like the flap part of it. I think I could put two together where I would have a 1/2 inch flap here and a 1/2 inch flap here. And that would leave me with, well, I'll do a 1/2 inch flap on the one and a 1/2 inch flap on the other and then fold them and glue them together. But I'll go through all that with you. But this is how I plan things. This is what I do. And this way I can have 1/2 inch on my spine, another 1/2 inch for the page to have room to lay nice and flat. And then my full 7.5 by 10 paper and have a tunnel. And by putting two of them together that are cut just like this, one having the flap on the top, the extra 1/2 inch flap on the top, the other one having an extra 1/2 inch flap on the bottom, gluing those together, gluing this part together, and then this part they'd be free-flowing. They would flatten out and go down onto the spine. This is the spine. My pencil's the spine. And the page is going to go like that, glued down. And I can put, yeah, I can. I can put Tyvek through this on this side and on this side of my paper. And then it's going to be a lot hardier than if it was just the cardstock. So I think we might try that because I do want to have lots of interactivity with this one. Okay. All right, guys, I've bored you enough. Good Lord. 40 minutes of chit chat. I hope you enjoyed it. Wow. Okay. So until next time, guys, we're going to get started. Yes. Next time we're going to get started. So you do not have to have Alice in Wonderland. If you want to do a nice mini album with me, and yes, it's probably not going to be a beginner mini album, but I will take you step by step. You will see everything that I do on this one. I don't always do that on my tutorials, especially on journals, but you will see step by step on this one. Okay? So join me. I love it when I have people making with me. Okay? See ya. Bye.